This may be a little grainy because of the low level of light, but I thought it was worth words come out of my mouth before the sentence completes. Um, I thought it was worth answering the question, where did writing on the wall come from? I happen to like this story a little, like I always like my stories a lot, which could say that I'm a bad writer, but I hope not. Um, in college, I had this really weird habit. First time I went away to school, I um, I did this really bizarre thing. Bizarre. I don't think it was bizarre. I thought it was just me, like, challenging my freedoms because it was something I could never do at home. I had a blank wall next to my bed, and if you've ever been in a college dormitory, oh my god, are they the most boring fucking goddamn things you've ever seen in your life? Well, I decided for my wall not to be boring, and I was no artist, um, not by a long shot. I excuse him. I wrote things that I sort of liked, and so do a lot of people. But what I did was this: I have my blank wall, just like I have this one behind me, and I could do the same thing. For some reason, I'm not. I'm resisting because I learned from my mistakes. In that college dormitory room, I I purchased a Sharpie marker, something like this, but not exactly. I got a better one here, like this, Sharpie permanent. Why is that reading backwards on my screen? It's a permanent marker, and I started writing phrases on the wall, ideas on the wall. I started using my wall as sort of like some sort of sketch pad. Instead of using a notebook when I woke up at night, I would just write out an idea right on the wall. I know that was a little bizarre, a little different than most children are used to, unless you're this child. So I filled up a whole wall by the end of my. It was essentially a sophomore year because I was repeating one when I changed to a different school, and uh, the writing on the wall included it included glyphs. It included I I had this thing for stick characters, so I would try and tell stories with stick characters sometimes, and I did things that, well, I also sketched in the paint. Sometimes you see things in paint like you see in cloud gazing, except you can't reach the clouds with a pen. So I sketched things on the wall where I saw the lines that probably no one else saw, and then they became part of my wall. But anyway, that was essentially where I started to take writing more seriously, where I was trying to convey ideas and information to other people, often in short sentences and in ways that may not always have been common. And that was also part of what led me to, my stupid interest in experimental writing and doing things that I was warned by my teachers not to do if I wanted to be a success. well, well, somehow I managed to get over that and became successful in a different way, but I didn't look at fiction as being my godsend to being wealthy. But I still have fun with it, which is something that, you know, people need to pay attention to. Let's keep this one under 10 minutes. Um, People who start to write and they start not having fun, just don't don't do it. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. Start writing smaller. Just start writing way smaller. Like do a minute a day, 2 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day until you can stand it. Don't go after this like ludicrous, um, you know, perception that you may have of like, oh, what a great writer is and all that crap. Oh, God. I have my own vision of what that is, and I don't ever expect to fulfill it. But the thing that I will do is be true to it, and that's okay. I don't want to have unrealistic expectations of living my life as the writer I think I want to be. It should be, not right. Want to be. That's why people pay me to ghostwrite for them, because I'm, I'm sort of I do have confidence in my creativity, but not everybody does. I've had wonderful friends along the way that have encouraged me with my creativity, and I have confidence in that. I also have confidence in my editing, which I've done for frickin' 30 years. And, you know, all you people who talk about editing, oh no, I know all about editing. You don't know shit about editing unless you've actually been in the trenches, done it, and learned about it. Um, so many of these videos that you watch are just going to be trash. Anyway, back to writing on the wall. So what I did, as I believe, and this may be pretentious, but as an artist, it was to start to explore my own creativity and do it in a way that was personal. I never saw anybody writing. I mean, like, yeah, later on I did. I saw people writing on walls. In fact, I went to a complete art exhibit at the Albright Knox Gallery in Buffalo, New York, just to see writing on a wall done by, I forget who the artist was, and hopefully I can remember and put it in the description below. But if you do not really start accessing writing from your own personal perspective and your own interest and your own way of going about things, and that doesn't mean being a neurotic shit, and it doesn't mean trying to outsell everybody else. If you really care about the art of writing and not the pretend money making thing that you're going to try and get yourself into to be J.K. Rowling, you need one, two pistols on both sides of the head and try and pull the trigger at the same time, because definitely you're going in one direction rather than the other. That was pretty funny, but a lot of people didn't get it. In any case, I wish you well with your writing, and I hope that you take into consideration that the writing on the wall has to do with your real dedication to writing and what you really feel about writing, and not what someone tells you it is, not some romantic vision that you have, not some stupid fucked up thing that you thought you could do to fill in a line by line how to 20 steps to creating a great novel because you're an imbecile. Don't do that shit. Step away, look back at what you really want. If this is what you really want, decide on doing it. If you want to decide on doing it, commit to it. And it may be a part-time job. Don't fuck around. You'll get somewhere.